Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. My name is Kartik, one of the co-founders of ETH Global, and I am super excited to welcome all of you to the LFGrow finale. So you're all watching this thing on ethglobal.tv. So if you already have not signed in, I encourage all of you to kind of log into the chat and say hi. And if you have any questions or if you want to comment on any of the projects we're going to see today, you can do that on the chat and we'll be able to relay or answer any questions directly on this live stream through that. And also for anybody who kind of engages with us here, you will be getting a POF for participating in this event. So LFGrow is brought to you by ETH Global. And for those of you who don't know what ETH Global is, we're an organization with a very simple mission. Our goal is to onboard thousands of developers into the Web3 ecosystem. And we do this primarily by running hackathons and summits. And LFGrow is no different. So we ran a really incredible hackathon and also a summit last week. The event was 10 days in total. For the hackathon, we have 540 hackers from 41 different countries participating, building really interesting and amazing things, some of which we're going to see today, spanning 13 different time zones. And they came in from so many different parts of the world and 5 different continents. And we're excited to see more of you engage with our events and seeing what they can do and all of you can do in Web3. And on top of that, we have 10 incredible ecosystem partners, 75 amazing mentors, and we're also giving away $200,000 in prizes. We'll share all those details very soon, but let's get started. So the event submission deadline was this Sunday. That's 3 days ago. And through that whole week-long process of seeing what everybody's building, we ended up with 124 incredible projects. From there, we had people use so many incredible protocols. So I want to especially thank Lens Protocol, Polygon Studios, LivePeer, The Graph, ENS, Toucan, Ceramic, Unstoppable Domains, Chainlink, and Lit Protocol. People use all these protocols in their hacks to make a lot of their lives easier, from anywhere from abstractions that you can benefit from to just adding cool utilities without kind of doing everything from scratch. And we're going to see a lot of that today. So through those 124 submissions, we had 12 finalists that we're going to be bringing on stage today. And in no particular order, I want to congratulate these 12 amazing teams. So I want to congratulate Matt Finance, Lenster, Private AI, Iris, 0x Rig, Lens Collect Auctions, Aura Reputation, Lens Raffle, Sipana, Hashtag Silly, and Right Together. So these are our 12 teams that are going to come on and do a live demo of what they built over the course of this event. And right after those demos, we'll talk about all the prizes that everybody is eager to know. And that's it. It's going to be a pretty straightforward live stream. And as we were kind of looking at these 12 teams, there was some obvious themes that kind of stood out a lot. There were utilities, and a lot of them were kind of enhancing existing social experiences. There were clearly a lot of emphasis on bringing on new experiences for existing communities or just new ways to engage with existing communities. And then also a big emphasis on really interesting modules that you can see built on top of Lens that sort of enable brand new features that are now more mathematically sound given to the Web2 alternatives. So we're going to walk through all of these and we're going to bring on these 12 teams in these groups. And they're going to go one by one, back to back, and we're going to do a rapid fire set of demos. But before we jump in to our very first demo, I want to quickly take a second and thank the 112 teams here for kind of still building amazing things. Just because you were not one of these 12 teams does not mean you were not good enough or there was something wrong. Our goal with this event, as well as kind of this finale, is to highlight some of the projects that we were all super excited about. And our goal is to make sure that you are getting the support you need, whether it's feedback or you want to follow up with some of the judges for any future kind of work. The event becomes an opportunity for you to sort of talk to people who are also actively building and promoting what's happening in this space in terms of technical progress. And this is kind of how and why we do this. So just because you're not one of these 12 does not mean you should stop caring about what you did or you should stop building. We really encourage all of you to continue building your projects. There were so many incredible ones that we all saw over the past few days. And we kind of hope to see you build them, whether it's just on your own time or at our future hackathon. So And also on top of that, you can see all the projects that came out of LFGrow by heading over to showcase.eatglobal.com. So all 124 projects are there now. And let's jump right in. So we're going to bring on our first category of super cool utilities that leverage and enhance the experience with Lens. And we're going to bring on these teams one by one. So let's jump right into it. I want to bring on Sapana first, and then we'll have Private AI, 0xRig, and HashChat. So without further ado, let's welcome our very first demo of the day. Daniel, whenever you're ready, feel free to get started.
Okay. Hi, everybody. My name is Daniel Keys. I'm from the Sapana team. I'm calling in from Tel Aviv, Israel, but we've had hackers join us from India and Africa. So for this hackathon, we built a search infrastructure for the Lens protocol. So what that means is two things. We built an advanced search engine with a UI on top, and we also built an open infrastructure so that every Lens app that's building on top of the protocol can integrate search directly into what they're building and provide powerful search and queries to their users. So to do that, we used a number of technologies. We started off by reading subgraphs to connect directly to the blockchain, and then we used the Lens API to augment that to build the most accurate social graph we could. And then on top of all that, we built an advanced Elasticsearch search engine, and we also used a DB to make sure that we were doing the visualizations and the graph search correct. So why don't we jump straight in? I think that's the easiest way to see what we've done. So here's the, everyone can go on at lens.sapana.io. And we can start with one of the prompts here, profiles with dev in bio. So if I click that, I'm immediately brought into the profile page where you can see I've searched through bio to see devs. And I can scroll down and then click on one of the interesting things here, which is the social graph button. So if I do that, we see a native social graph within the results. And I can kind of move this around and comb and see kind of who Kipit is connected to. In the future, we'll be adding more advanced graph search natively here as well. The next thing we can do is look at the filters that are possible. So if I click expand all, you can see the advanced filtering that's possible. Searching through content, all of these words, exact phrases, hashtags, searching through bio, which is really cool if you want to find people who know a certain language or are working on a certain project. And you can also look at, who's posting or who they're mentioning, minimum followers and posts and mirrors, comments and collects. We really tried to mimic as much as possible the advanced search that we're all used to from web to social. And lastly, you can look at different apps that are publishing on Lens. So if you want to see directly what solarpunks or polydogs are doing, it's really easy to do that. So let's take another look maybe at some of the advanced searches that we can do. If I want to see who's mentioning, Elon Musk, I can see kind of all the profiles, and I can go to top and see Yoganth here has shouted out Elon Musk. Another thing that we have is kind of easy sorting. So top, latest, profiles, links. I can click on photos and see kind of all of the media that's been posted really easily. So as I mentioned, everything here is an open API. You can see everything on our GitHub, Sapana.io. You can also look at the Swagger API docs that we have. So we'd really love for everyone to integrate this into what they're building. So you can play around with it here, and happy to help people get set up. Lastly, maybe I would just mention that I'm really excited about building social search for Web3. I think it's one of the most interesting kind of opportunities out there in the internet today. And I think we have the opportunity to build search in much more interesting ways than we've previously done in Web 2. So in Web 2, every app and social graph is kind of siloed from one another. But in Web 3, when the data is published to blockchains, it's really easy to integrate those and build strong bridges. So we're really looking forward to bringing into Lens data from across Web3. So we've helped build search for DSO and Mirror and some others. And I think it'll be really powerful to build better recommendation algorithms, smarter feeds, customizable social experiences. So we'd be happy to speak to any devs or projects that are interested in integrating this. Yeah, that's us.
Amazing. Thank you so much. And I'm so glad that not only was this the first demo, Moore's law didn't kick in. So Murphy's law, not Moore's. Well, this is amazing. I hope that you keep building this thing and we get to integrate all the other projects we saw today in here. So thanks again. And with that, we are ready for our second demo. So next up is private AI. Whenever you're ready, feel free to get started.
All right. So what's up, guys? Sitong here. I'm a data scientist, also a designer, here to talk about private AI, my entry for this hackathon. In this project, I'm exploring how to apply AI to enhance user experience for social platform built with Lens protocol. It is not easy to apply machine learning to Web3 without sacrificing its performance or users' privacy, but I figured something out. In my project, it features three things. First, powerful pre-trained machine learning model that runs inside browser. Second, dynamic model learns from users' behavior and evolves over time. Third, meaningful information that help you understand the model's behavior. Now, let's look at the demo. This is the product, publication feed in the middle, model dashboard on the right. Anyone can say anything on social platform. Sometimes you might want to hide some malicious information. To help that, I introduced the first model, toxicity detection model. It is a powerful model trained on 2 million toxic online comments. Let's turn it on. Well, as you can see, there are 3 publications hidden now. Let's learn about them. They're all malicious posts attacking people. There we have detailed reasoning listed. This information will help you understand how the model works. And looking back, there's one publication from the same account that is not hidden. I think it's more like a joke instead of toxic. So I think the model is doing a good job. For standard tasks, we can use pre-trained model. For your personal preference, there's the second model, your preference model. This model is trained in your browser based on your behavior data and the publication statistics. Let's try it. As you can see, the model at this point is not really doing anything because it's just being initialized. So it's like kind of random here. But when you use this product, you can like or hide a publication by doing this. You can like click like button and hide button. So let me just go ahead and hide the 3 malicious posts. When I'm doing this, as you can see, there's a train button pop-up. That's because I just provided some new data for the model to learn from. By clicking it, the model will be updated. And in the console, you can see it is you can see the model structure is actually a small model with around 1,000 parameters. Now let's apply it. As you can see, the model now learns, get updated. It hides most of the publications. This is the issue of overfitting because we only provided like 3 data points and they're all negative. Let me try to make things right by like some positive posts. All right, at this time, the train button pop up again. Let's train the model again. As you can see here, now the model structure also changed. It now has over 16,000 parameters. This is because at this point, we provided more data. So just to clarify, this is for demo purpose. In reality, you're gonna need much more data points to trigger this model structure change. Let's apply the second model again. So now it learns to only hide the 3 malicious posts and also promoted some of this posts with the yellow icon listed here. So that's for the second model. Additionally, 2 models can work together. That is because based on like the architecture of this project. And as you can see, the results are not changing because they are all hiding the 3 malicious publications. So that's it for my project. I should like it. Thank you.
Awesome. Being able to do custom algorithms is, I think, definitely the biggest thing that everybody's asked for as a criticism for Web 2. So can't wait to see this in production.
Thank you.
Right. All right. So next up is our third demo. And I want to bring on 0xrig. So Louis, whenever you're ready, feel free to get started.
Ready. Hi, my name is Luis, and I am based in Mexico City. Have you ever worried about your privacy? Do you love crypto? Do you want to be able to contact people without sharing any kind of personal or private information? 0xrig is a disposable crypto phone for everybody. Built on the Lens protocol, powered by LivePeer technology, and secured by Lead protocol. To get started with 0xrig, download and install our software, contact other profiles, and build a contact book. You're now ready to call anybody that follows you. All of this social interaction happens on Lens. LivePeer provides a distributed streaming network and 1,000 minutes for free. And finally, because we also love privacy, Lead protocol keeps everything encrypted inside of a private token. It's very simple and everybody can have their own rig. You can quickly install 0xrig in seconds with one click. Visit 0xrig.com for more information. To complete your rig setup, simply follow the instructions inside of the README file. Okay, 0xrig is now installed and ready for action. Let's take it out for a spin. All right, 0xrig is, hold on, there you go. 0xrig is a modular, open source, super dApp designed for customization. You can have different models on your dashboard. I wanted to show you how to log in with MetaMask, and now I have to wait to show you the rest of the demo. Let's skip it a little bit. This is how your dashboard looks. Let's take a look on your different models that we have, and let's go and see the Lens profile model. Sorry, because this all runs at a GitHub. I forgot I needed to restart it waiting on the green room and stuff. This will just be a small second. It will allow me to show everybody, not my env file, hopefully. This is a real live demo, but just how to get started, how to launch it once you got your, all you need to do is run npm run HTML, and on a different node, run npm server. You can close this to tabs. And sorry about that. Now let's go back in track. Got my timer ready. Okay, so let me go back a little bit. Sorry about this. It's a completely live demo. 0xrig is a modular, open source, super dApp designed for customizations. You can have different models on your dashboard, and I can see already some of the finalists being integrated here in this. I would love to see that. Let's try and see the Lens profile, and hopefully it won't let me hang in this time. Thanks. Now, Lens profile allows you to create profiles, search and follow other people. You can see a list of people that are following you, and the most importantly, the list of all of your followers. To start a phone call, we need to populate our contact book. And that means only followers will be able to be displayed on this list. Before we continue, we need to set up our private API keys from LivePeer. To do that, just sign up on livepeer.com to get your free 1000 minutes. Click on developers, create a new API key, copy, paste it right here. And now, let's see, and with one click, we have fully integrated LivePeer streaming services to our rig. We can now access our contact book and click here to start a call. Your call has now started, and you can connect using OBS, Streamlabs, or you can even start calling directly from your browser. The best part is you can totally customize it using any other software like Snap Filters or anything else. And let's see, is this way? No, this way. And thank you for your patience with these live presentations. I want to announce everyone that you can go on and try it now. It's live. This software was built for you, and we definitely look forward to see you fork it, play around, customize it, and contributing back to the community. Thanks. Visit 0xrig.com for more information. Thanks again. Sorry about all that.
Amazing. Cool. Thank you so much. And this is just super cool. Just the fact that you can do direct calls to people peer-to-peer and just use everybody's cryptographically verified profile. Can't wait for others to use this too. All right, congrats. Well, thank you so much. And then with this, we are ready for our last demo for the utilities category. And without further ado, I'd like to welcome HashChat. Steve, whenever you're ready.
Great. Yeah, thanks, Kartik. And thanks for the whole team. We are HashChat. We built an encrypted cross-chain messaging protocol built on Web3 wallets. And now we're going to demo how to do a messaging from a Web3 wallet or an Ethereum wallet into a Lens profile NFT. A couple of years ago, I've been wanting to send a message to a wallet address. And I've been wanting this for a long time. And right now, the way we solve it is you have to email someone and say, is this your web address or is this your address that we can do a transaction with? And you have to confirm it. And it's a large mess. But the crypto ecosystem has a fantastic public key infrastructure. And it's, you know, the distribution of keys, the ability of people doing key management, but we're not using it for messaging. And we want to solve that with HashChat. So we built this demo and we want to show it to you now. But first, let me just introduce our team. I'm Steve Derazinski. Max Mandia helped out on the front end, and Cody Hatfield did a lot of the back end work. And let's see. Okay, so let's show you what we built here. On the left side, I've logged into the HashChat app right now, and I've got we've got this light mode, dark mode, so you can see the difference. I've got a Brave browser with a certain MetaMask wallet logged in, and it's already connected up. And on the right side, I've got a Chrome browser with a different MetaMask wallet logged in. What I'd like to do is demonstrate sending a message to a Lens demo, a Lens handle. So we set up a few demonstration Lens handles early on. So what I'm doing right now is starting a new thread with a Lens handle owner. And what this is doing behind the scenes in terms of our tech stack is it's building a symmetric key based on the access control conditions of who is the Lens handle owner and who is the wallet holder that just generated this message. So with that symmetric key, we can now create a thread and append to that thread messages back and forth with that profile ID holder. So let me just send a quick message. Hello. One of the things that is pretty obvious from this demo is there is a strong balance between speed and decentralization. So what we're using right now in terms of our stack is a Web3 wallet connected to the LIT protocol that writes to Ceramic IPFS on the back end of it. And what you'll notice there is there's no chain mentioned in that. Part of that is by design because we want to be cross-chain. We want to send messages to any chain out there. But the other part of it basically is fully decentralized. And anytime you look at a messaging app and you want to make it fully decentralized and encrypted, sometimes speed takes a hit on that. So one of the things we're looking to balance is kind of the speed versus decentralization aspect, and then match that with product market fit. So there, I've sent a message over here. I've got some other messages already sent previously to the right-hand side, but let's just take a look over here on the right-hand side. So this is a live demo, and super kudos to Louise, who just went before me. I'm so impressed that you got that demo to actually work. This is always part of the fun because you're not only depending on your own machine, but also the network behind the scenes. So what we're doing when we actually refresh this is we're actually reading from IPFS from a number of nodes, and we're actually decrypting the message and then displaying it. So there's a lot of opportunities for optimization and a lot of opportunities for it to be slow as well. So there, the lens holder, which is this address, has received the message, and I can type hello back and send it back to them as well, and they can see the response on the other side. Instead of waiting for that, though, let me just flip back to my slides and give you a couple more points. Our future plans beyond this hackathon is to go to all chains. So Ethereum to Solana, Ethereum to Tezos, and Solana to Solana and everywhere in between. That we see that as the real power of kind of getting these the sort of crypto community together. Also, you can think about the major NFT marketplaces that are on mainnet, Tezos, and Solana. It'd be great to be able to message to all of them. And then beyond that, we want to create any really great messaging app has very strong spam minimization capabilities, and we see the utility tokenomics balancing that very nicely. So that's kind of that's the focus of our next steps after this stuff. And I guess with that, actually I got one more slide, and we are actually live right now. So you can test our DApp at alpha.hashchat.xyz. Please connect with us on Discord. I think we're making our Discord live today. But please be gentle when you run the alpha.hashchat.xyz. It is very delicate and very slow, but please try it out, beat it up, and let us know what you think in our Discord channel. We'd love to hear from you guys. So, and thanks to the team at ETH Global, and this has been a fantastic experience, and really appreciate Kartik and Emily and all you guys and your ability to sort of walk us through all of these green room things. It's been wonderful. So thank you so much.
Amazing. Thank you so much. All right, so that concludes our first category, and I want to congratulate again these 4 amazing projects upon our private AI, 0xReg, and HashChat. So next up, we want to talk about projects that are enhancing existing communities and just kind of looking at different ways of experiencing social networks. So we're going to bring on Zilly, Right Together, Fenster, and Iris. So let's kind of bring on our first project, Zilly. So without further ado, let's have Kipit talk about what they built.
Yay, awesome. Hello, everyone. Okay, let me share you my screen. So do you see Zilly? Can you see it?
Yes.
Yes, awesome. Okay, so let's go. Let's present you Zilly and hop on your Web3 social journey. So this is the team. We were pretty much from everywhere working asynchronously. That was pretty awesome. Thanks, ETH Global. So what about Zilly? Zilly got 3 main things: repetition, communities, and ownership. We think that repetition can't live in a siloed platform like in Web2. So just create your data, set up a profile, do anything you want. If you're not happy with what we do here, just take it somewhere else. That's fine. For every communities, we want to create a place on chain so that they can just gather somewhere and that we can have a clear track of record of what they've been doing. We have many things for the future vision. We want to be the social data scan, so you can search on anyone, anywhere, on any community, on any address to see what they've been doing, what posts they've been collecting, what posts they created, anything. Also, token-gated access to community. I think that's really important. That's what Web3 enable. We have also many future plans for crowdfund communities so that anyone can create a crowdfund and raise some fund with the community. Okay, so let's go with the live demo. We have created a logged and working URL. So just go on it, check it on. We've been implementing the dispatcher. So the dispatcher lens allow us to take care of the gas fee. So you can use it as a Web2 platform. You won't see any gas fee. You won't have to do anything with the little fox. Just do it, use it. The gas is on us. Okay, let's go. So here we are. Let's connect. So since I already have lens profile, I will be choosing one. But for you, if you don't have any profile, you can just create it. Just put a handle, and you'll be set. Awesome. The little fox is asking me to sign. I'm signing. I'm setting up the dispatcher so that we can take care of all the gas fee for you. And now I should be live. Okay, awesome. You'll see that we've been aggregating a lot of Web3 data, a lot, like Pope, like all the votes that you have, the communities, all the posts that you've been creating, and many different things. You can also edit your profile if you want to custom it a bit, add a profile pic, add a cover pic, anything. Okay. So what can you do with Zilli? You can do many things. You can just go explore the general feed of Lens. So here are all the posts. You can just interact with them, see all the comments, add a mirror. You can collect it. When you do, it will transform it as an NFT, and that's the pretty nice stuff of Lens. You can go explore the communities too. So here we have more than 2,000 community that we've been gathering. So you can search, for example, if you don't see it there, here it is, Rarible. And boom, how cool is that? We don't have much yet, but you can just imagine. Right now, we will be implementing a feed where every hashtag linked to Rarible will be there so that people can talk in one place. You can also, as you can see, there is a lot of search feature that we have. Let's take, for example, alex.eth. Alex.eth doesn't have any Lens profile, but it doesn't matter. We've been creating a profile with all the data he have on chain. So how cool is that? You can see Alex, and then once he has a Lens profile, you'll be able to see his post. But right now, it doesn't matter. Awesome. So here's the home where there is my personal feed. All the people I've been following. You can check on someone else's profile. So let's go. This guy I've been really active actually is going to present you in a couple of minutes. That's awesome. Let's also explore the feed and maybe just add a quick comment. Awesome. Hey, love what you do. And as you'll see, no little fox, no signature. The comment is just right there. Nice. So thank you so much, everyone. We want to insist that we'll be taking on with this project. This is really something that we love, and we want to build something that will just have an impact. We had only 10 days, so it's a really short period of time. So just try it out. You'll have a basic feature of Lens, but we'll be implementing a lot of stuff and going in many directions that you might like. So thank you so much, guys, and have a nice day.
Amazing. Thank you so much. And can't wait for everybody else to use it too. Zilli.vercel.app.
Yeah, go test it.
There we go. All right. Well, next up we have Write Together. So Robin, whenever you're ready.
Okay, I should be sharing my window now. Okay, so I'm Robin, and this is Write Together, which is a dApp where you can write the beginnings, ends, and middle parts of stories and write upon other people's stories, and people can extend your own stories. So let's see what it looks like to start a new story. Yeah, so you can basically give your story a title, choose the font, and then all the story extensions will have the same font. Something silly. Okay. So while that's creating, let's go back to this page. Oh, whoops, right, I have to do this. Creating is a transaction. Okay, so back to this explore page. So this is the home page where you just see a bunch of like recent activity. So let's go into the Harry Potter story. So this is a story called Harry Potter, started by BoJack Horseman. He's just one of my other profiles here that you can choose from. Yeah, so there's a page 2 for this story written by Robin, but there's also other page 2s written for it. So this is a bit confusing because I wrote the same page 2 twice, but here you can see the comparisons between these two page 2s. Someone has written a page 3 continuing from this page 2. Someone has written a page 3 continuing for this one. So basically you can see that stories can branch off and create like really huge trees of different versions of the same story. So if we wanted to like write a story, continue from here and write a third page too, this is how we do it. I'm actually not going to do this because it's going to take a long time. But basically, you'd see another arrow and you'd be able to see my third page too here. What you can also do here is you can like story parts. And what this does is the parts with more likes will be sorted first. So we'll see that when you refresh this page, this story part, instead of being the last one to show in this presentation, it'll be first. You can also follow stories. And that will show up in your feeds here. Probably not yet because it still has to load and index. So let's go to my profile. So we can see the story that we had just started right here. We can go into it and we'll be able to continue it, and other people will be able to see it, continue it, like it, follow it, all that good stuff. So you can, this is basically just like recent activity that I've done. We can see stories that have started, and we can see profiles that I'm following. So if we go back to the Harry Potter thing, it's probably done. Yeah, so you can see that this has 1 like, and it's the first one you see now, which is pretty cool. Yeah, so another thing you can do is collect. So when you write an ending, it turns green and you can collect it. And what this will do is it'll mint an NFT that contains all the story content for that branch. So it'll contain this stuff, this, and this. So I've actually already collected this. And this is the NFT that it created. So all the content is here in the description, but in OpenSea, they strip out the HTML formatting that gives like paragraphs and like bold text and stuff. So to see that, originally I wanted to be able to render the HTML here, but I didn't have time to convert the HTML to SVG and then show it here. So what we can do is go into the metadata, and you can see it's just here in the description. And I've already gone ahead and copied and pasted that into this HTML viewer. So here we can see the story with all the paragraph formatting, kind of just proving that it's all here in the metadata. If I had time, I would definitely try to show it as the NFT image, because that would be pretty cool. If I missed anything, I guess we can go back to the feed and we can see that we've followed this Harry Potter story, if you remember that happening. You can also follow profiles. So I'm following Bojack and I'm seeing all his activity here. Yeah, so another thing is following stories, like following publications and liking publications are not part of Lens protocol yet. So I had to implement that in my own smart contract. And I think before making this project live, I'd wait for those features to be like native to Lens protocol instead of relying on my janky smart contract instead. Yeah, that's basically it. Thanks for watching.
Awesome. Choose your own adventure for stories. Can't wait for a lot more things to kind of happen here. So amazing demo, and thanks again.
No problem.
All right, next up we have Lenster. So Yogint, whenever you're ready, feel free to get started.
Hey, let me share my screen. Yeah, hi everybody. I'm Yogint from India, the southern part of India. I'm the solo creator of Lenster.xyz. So Lenster is a decentralized social media web app built completely with Lens protocol. So these are the features we have right now. We have profiles, posts, collect modules, mirror, comments, communities, crowdfund, notification, explore, and meetup is coming soon. So this is the tech stack we use. I've used Next.js as a React framework. I've used Preact to reduce the bundle size and delve in CSS for design. I've used Lens official API, also known as Lens Indexes. Let's jump into the demo. So this is the URL, alpha.lenster.xyz. So I'm going to log in, MetaMask. Then we are going to sign in with Ethereum. Sign. Yeah, this is the timeline. So timeline, it's the list of posts curated for the particular logged in user. We also have infinite scrolling in place. This is where we create the post. We can select GIFs we want. Can select some anime here, and if we can select an attachment. We have limited to 4 attachments, and we can select modules we have. These are the modules are provided by Lens protocol. So we set default to reward collect, so no one can collect this post as an NFT. We have empty collect, so everyone can collect this post for free. And we have fee collect, where we can pay some amount if we have wrapped matic or USDC or DAI, and we can set some referral fee while tracking this post as an NFT. This is how the post looks like. We can comment on the post. This looks like similar to the post. We are reusing the same component here. Then we have profile page. So this is the profile page for a user, where we display the basic details of a user like bio, social links, location, and user ID. Then we have tabs for the particular user, where we can see all the posts, comments, mirrors, and NFTs owned by that user. Right now, this is on Polygon Mumbai and Robston. Then we have explore page, where we can sort post by top commented one, top collector, then latest posts. Then we have communities. So communities are built on top of publications. So this is how an example community looks like. This is Lenster DAO. We need to be a member to post in this community. Then we have a nice feature called crowdfund. So this is the last feature we developed like a couple days ago. So crowdfund is like any user can post a public goods, and we can fund on that public good. We can see the title, description, and we can fund. We are fund 10 matics to this crowdfund. And yeah, so we can create communities. We have create crowdfund feature. We should give a title. We should select the currency, contribution amount. We can set the goal here and the recipient, the description, and we can also have a cover image. We also have notifications. I just funded this crowdfund, so I got the notification for myself. If someone commented, I get notifications. Someone followed, I will get notifications. Yeah. Then we have settings, where we can edit the basic details. Account settings, we can select the default profile. Allowance, we are trying to improve this UX. So basically, we need to allow the particular collect module to use that module. And we have feature to switch between multiple accounts. Then finally, we have nice dark mode. Yeah, that's all it.
Amazing. Alpha.lenster.xyz. Well, this was a really, really incredible demo. I think one of the incredible themes about all these events and a lot of these hacks is that we've kind of fundamentally shifted the work from doing everything to just controlling the view layer. And this is an incredible example of being able to surface the same information that already exists in really interesting, creative ways. So congrats. This is awesome. Thanks. Right. And with that, we are ready for our last demo for this category. And without further ado, I'd like to welcome Iris. Feel free to get started.
Thank you. All right. Hi, everyone. I'm Victoria, and I'm here with Stanford, who will be screen sharing, and my teammate Ian, who will be conducting the demo today. We also have Isaac and Novia cheering us on in the audience. We have a team composed of all students from Vancouver, Canada, and I'm really excited to introduce Iris. Over the past week, we built an all-in-one front-end experience for the Lens protocol, which incorporates aspects of Twitter, Patreon, Twitch, and TikTok. For front end, we customized and implemented the Polygon Finity design system. We also used a custom lit protocol integration with Lens to encrypt posts for wallets that are not following the user. And next, I'll let Ian take us through the demo.
So the first thing we can do is go to the create profile screen. Here we can select our handle and the subscription cost, which is the amount it'll cost to follow this user. We'll queue that up and switch to another tab while that loads. So when you have an account, you'll see our homepage. And if you don't follow anyone, we show some posts under the hashtag LFG. Let's click into the peer. Cool. So we'll be asked to authenticate with the LIT protocol, which will allow encrypted messages. We don't follow the peer yet, so there's some messages for followers only that we're not able to decode yet. But let's go ahead and follow the peer. Yeah, and once that transaction is done, we should be able to see that. Did the new one fail?
Yeah, I think it's failing.
Switch to a different wallet. Should have a different wallet that already follows the peer. Yeah, so once we have an account that actually follows the peer, the message will be able to be decoded. And this is built on top of a custom integration we did with LIT protocol. Another feature we have is going live. So I think we're going to go live with the peer, or maybe Johansson. Yeah, so Stanford is now streaming from the peer. And this is integration with live peer. Yeah, so once we detect that the user is live, the profile will change and we can view their live stream. And we can scroll through their feed while we watch their live stream. Cool. And then if we go back to the homepage, we can show you some of the other video upload features we made. So you can select a video to upload. And once you click on upload, you need to upload it first. And once you click on upload, this will start pinging our backend. It'll start uploading the video, and our backend transcodes the video and starts uploading it to LivePeer's video on demand API and provides us with an IPFS URL or URI link. And then we can go ahead and post that on Iris. And this is our post module. And basically you can choose whether or not you want that post to appear to your followers only or to the public. So I guess we'll try that again. Yeah, if we're connected to the wrong wallet, we'll have to re-authenticate with Lens, which is what that error was. And we'll post that publicly.
Like there's something wrong with my MetaMask right now. I can't post. Can't make transactions.
Okay, that's okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's fine. Well, there's also, of course, there's the mirror and the like functions that we've implemented, but I doubt they'll work right now. And yeah, that's pretty much our demo. In the future, we're interested in creating follower-only videos and images to extend the follower-only mechanic, and also integrating it with the fee follow module so that it'll cost some Matic or whatever currency the user defines for their followers, and also enabling follower-only live streams. So yeah, that's Iris. Thanks so much. We're also live on irisxyz.web.app if you want to check that out. Perhaps our wallet stuff will work better there, but yeah, thanks so much for watching.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much for that demo. I know these types of things happen, but you were able to do almost everything except that last post piece. So that's still good news. All right. So with that, we are going to conclude our second category of projects. I want to again congratulate Zilly, Right Together, Lenster, and Iris. I think the thing that I want to kind of highlight and talk about here is that similar to how we think about composability in just DeFi or any other aspect of Web3, this is even more interesting for social experiences because, as you can kind of see a theme here for the last 4 projects, we're picking the best of features that we like from existing Web2 services that either we rely on or we use, and sort of coming up with a more composable platform that sort of lets us pick all the good parts. So I can't wait for a whole new set of combinations and permutations of this, and can't wait to try out all these projects on mainnet. All right, and with that, we are ready for our last 4 demos, and then we'll go into prizes. So the last category is modules. We're going to talk about all these interesting ways to think about plugins and modules that sort of enhance and add and amplify even more of what you can do. So we're going to bring on Mad Finance, Lens Collect Auctions, Aura Reputation, and Lens Raffle. So let's welcome Mad Finance. Carlos and Nathan, whenever you're ready.
All right, great. So this is Mad Finance, the decentralized ad network. My name is Carlos Beltran. I'm from Chicago. I'm currently living between NYC and Miami.
And I'm Nathan from San Francisco Bay Area, currently traveling around the world. So what did we build? We created a reference module that enables users to create posts with Lens that have real-time monetization built in for their content, allowing them to be sponsored by brands or other accounts.
Yeah, so in order for content creators to monetize their content, they would first create a sponsored post. And so a brand can actually reshare those posts. In Twitter, it would be a retweet. But first, they have to create a money stream directly with the creator. When creating a sponsored post, a creator can set a searchable tag and set a per second rate.
How did we build this? So we used like a local hard hat node with the Lens protocol and Superfluid plus our reference module deployed there. So our reference module is plugged into the local Lens protocol, whitelisted and everything, and it brings together Superfluid and Lens. And then we have a graph node running our custom subgraph, which indexes data from our module, the Lens protocol, and also from Superfluid.
All right, so for the demo, we're going to walk you through the user story. On one side, we're going to have a creator create a post and attach our custom reference module. And on the other side, we'll have a sponsor attempt to mirror that same post. So to create a new post, I'm just going to go ahead and copy this URI. The flow rate is how much to accept in way per second. The minimum seconds is just it's just the minimum the time span for the mirror to exist. And actually under the hood, the protocol makes sure that the sponsor has enough balance to cover it. I'm gonna set a tag. So this is under the hood, creating a post on Lens and attaching our custom reference module. Great. So if I go over to home, my posts, I can see it there. So now on this side with the sponsor, I can go on this tab. I can see some data on the post. Surprise, that's the URI. And I'm going to go ahead and attempt to create a mirror. So first we must create a stream directly with the creator. And you can see here that my balance in FUSDCX is that value. That's the super token on Superfluid. And the fee is 1,000 way per second. You can also see the publication ID and the creator address. Yeah, the MetaMask pop-up on this takes a couple seconds. There we go. All right, so here we can see the call agreement on the Superfluid contract. All right, so now that the stream was created, this next transaction is creating the mirror. And so what the module is doing under the hood is checking that we have whitelisted this sponsor to actually mirror this, this publication. And at the same time, we're checking that there's a sufficient balance to cover the stream duration. All right, it looks like the mirror was created. If I go over to analytics, I can see all the streams, you know, from which address, the token, and the rate and weight per second. If I go over to the home and I go to my mirrors, I can actually see all the mirrors that I have and the actual post and the stream ticker for the USDC X token. It's currently going down. It's probably a bug in the timestamp difference between the hard hat node and the browser's timestamp. But yeah, that's basically our demo. As for what's next, we're going to work with the Superfluid team to make sure that we handle all the edge cases. Like, for example, when a stream is abruptly closed, they have this concept of sentinels. We'll work with the Lens team so that our contract can be deployed on Mumbai and whitelisted on Mumbai, and we can continue testing on that. And on top of that, we also want to run, we want to experiment with machine learning algorithms to enable things like bidding wars and dynamic priced content for creators. And finally, yeah, you can expect sponsored posts from Mad Finance around the mainnet launch of Lens. If you're a content creator, you can follow us on Twitter and expect updates on that end, especially for beta testers. Thanks.
Amazing. That was such a cool demo, and what a super interesting way to think about Web3 native advertising. Can't wait to have this be on mainnet. All right. Well, with that, we are ready for our next module demo, and that is Lens Collect Auctions. So whenever you're ready.
Okay, thank you. I'm Matthijs. I'm from Utrecht, the Netherlands, and I'm presenting my hack, Lens Collect Auctions. So this hack is about collecting posts. It has been mentioned before. Lens has this cool feature where any post you see, you typically can collect into an NFT. And the poster of the original content specifies what logic should apply. So you can also say you can't collect it or only his followers collect, etc. And in this hack, I implemented auction logic for the collecting of posts, and both a Dutch auction, which decreases in price over time, and an English auction where people bid higher and higher and the highest bidder wins in the end. I created a front end to demonstrate how the Solidity modules work, and I will show that, and then I will talk a bit more about the code. So here I can connect my wallet, and I have 3 example posts, and the second and the third one are 2 auctions. So this second one here is a Dutch auction that has a price to collect, and it just decreases over time. And I'm user 2. Here in this panel, you can see the balances. And so I can, it started a little while ago already. It currently costs 111 tokens, and I can collect it now. And now I got the NFT, my balance got subtracted, and the poster earned that money. And the Lens Treasury also got a tiny share. And with the English auction, it goes up. So I can bid 10 tokens. I need to perform the transaction again. And the next person could now bid 1050, et cetera, et cetera. And the English auction always needs to wait until the end of the auction. And now the time is over. And I could now also collect it because I was the highest bidder. So that's how it works. Let's talk a bit more about how the Solidity code works. So here I've got a UML diagram. The collect module that you can implement gets called in 2 places. Basically, when the original poster creates his post, he provides data about how this auction should be. So how long should it go, what the starting price is, and where should it end. And that gets then stored on the blockchain in the collect module. And when somebody then wants to collect, then that call goes to the Lens contracts. The Lens contract creates the collect NFT and then calls into the custom module with a call called process collect. And then the Dutch auction module can do all the ERC20 distributions or revert the whole transaction if the collector, for instance, doesn't have enough balance. The English auction is a bit more complicated. It also has the setup where the poster has to choose all the parameters. Then it has the bidding phase, which goes kind of outside of the Lens protocol. It just goes immediately between users and the collect module contract. And then when it's time, when the auction is over, the highest bidder could come back and collect. But that leads to the problem that if that never happens, because he needs to come back a second time, then the funds would be kind of lost inside the collect module. So I found a solution to that by making the collect module itself kind of an intermediary, and the collect module can call the Lens collect. Then the collect module contract becomes temporarily owner of the collect NFT, and in the process collect callback, it will both do the token distributions and then move the ownership of that collect NFT from itself to the highest bidder. And that means that also, for instance, original poster, when the auction is over, can trigger the end and gets payment and not have to wait for the actual highest bidder to come back. So this hackathon code can be improved in many ways. What I thought about is that it would be cool if the poster can himself collect the NFT if nobody within the auction period wants to buy it, so that he can later try to sell it on a secondary market. And I thought mostly about the Dutch auctions, because I think they are more exciting, because with the English auction, you always need to wait until the end of the period, which might be long. And for the Dutch auction, there are many improvements, like, for instance, allowing it to be multi-collected at the last lowest price, then different price curves like exponential. And especially, I think these settings are a bit cumbersome if you want to post a lot of content. So maybe it would be nice if there's an autopilot setting, so that the system could detect, like, oh, your posts get collected quickly all the time, so you should the starting bid should raise, or if it doesn't go so well, you should probably lower it, and that it does that for you, so you can concentrate on actually the content and not on these auction settings. So thank you, and the source code is here.
Thank you so much, Matthias. This is awesome. Just a super cool and well-needed primitive that makes a lot of things a lot more fun. Yeah, I'm glad to be seeing that you're already thinking about what next features you want to add here and just planning ahead. This is great.
Thank you.
All right, so next up is our second last demo for today, and that is Aura Reputation. So whenever you're ready, feel free to get started.
Hey guys. So this is Jaume from Aura Reputation. We have hacked this together with Joan, my brother. And if you like what you'll see now, please follow us at Alamas Labs, where we'll be sharing some exciting news. So what is Aura Reputation? So basically what we have created is a way to integrate Reddit Karma Score into the Lens protocol. So the reason we believe this is relevant is because it doesn't make sense for you to have to provide all your information every time you join a new social network. So for instance, when you're trying to comment in a forum where you have absolutely no reputation, you might not be able to do so because they don't know you, and if you're spamming and so on. Also, if it's a forum that is, for instance, only related to DeFi stuff, it'd be cool if you were only allowed, for instance, to post if you have on-chain activity regarding like DeFi activities like staking and so on. And so we have decided to focus in a very narrow use case for this hackathon, which is preventing for people to comment on a certain publication, given that they don't have enough reputation. So how do we compute reputation? So basically what we decided to do to compute reputation, let me walk you through here what is the flow on the application. So first, a user wants to comment on a post. So what we do is that we use Chainlink any API to gather information, like the score, the information about this user directly on the smart contract. And so once we have the score, we do the API request to our own endpoint where we assemble the score. And then when we are processing this comment, we check that when the user made the publication and the threshold that they set when they were doing this publication, the score of this new users trying to make the comment is high enough. And then we allow it. So how it's made, we used the graph to get all the information that is relevant for the user. We're doing it for a few only on the demo, but the idea would be to gather many more. This Chainlink, any API to gather the information directly on chain. Polygon for the deployment. Next.js is where we're hosting our API. And obviously where we used for the comment thing is our reference module. So let me show you real quick what we did here. I'm going to be running the demo whilst I show you the code. Here I'm basically running my own Lens protocol locally with the reference module that is deployed. So what we're doing here, first of all, on the API is that we're gathering some information. So we gather if the certain user has a ENS, if they have a POAP, and all this kind of information. So this is how it would look like for a certain user. We can obviously go for another user, like in this case, Vitalik, and we can see the number of POAPs and if they did mirror contributions and so on. And so we basically assemble this Aura score, which is just a score that represents how relevant might be this user is based on the weighting score that we created on our endpoint. And so in our test reference, so in our reference module, basically we set like our own minimum thresholds by which we would accept a comment. And if the user does not have this threshold, we do not accept like the comment. So back to our demo, you can see on our first use case, this is the use case where the user doesn't have like enough reputation, and in the second is a use case where the user has enough reputation. So on what's next for us here, it's very simple. We'd love to do integrate as a part of the reputation old posts and comments by a certain user. So we could do sentiment analysis on these old posts to see if this might be a toxic user or not. It would be cool to gather more on-chain information. So if they're parts of DAOs, like if they received airdrops, how long did they hold to these airdrops? Did they sell them immediately and this kind of stuff? And it would also be cool if we enabled custom weights where these different signals that we gather. So each social media can actually create their own weighting, like a weight function on what is relevant for them. So they have their own kind of score. And that's all for us. Thanks.
Awesome. Well, this is a good case of a vampire attack. So I like it. This is great. Well, thank you so much, and I hope you continue building this, and yeah, we get to use it in different applications.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
All right, so now we have our last demo of today before we jump into prizes. So let's get right into it. Our last demo is Lens Raffle. So Corby, whenever you're ready, feel free to present.
All right, hi. We are Team Lens Raffle from Munich. It consists of my brother Alex and me, Corby. We're both engineers trying to build a startup and are very excited to build applications for Web3. So for this hackathon, we've built Lens Raffle, the module for verifiable random raffles for social profiles on Lens. So creators and influencers love to do giveaways and raffles to increase their following and also to just give back to their community. However, since they are done on centralized social platforms, they have several problems. They cannot be trusted since they are very often manipulated, and they're missing a lot of transparency. Also, there's no proof that the prizes have finally been paid out. We solved this problem with Lens Raffle. The module provides verifiable random determination of the winners of each different giveaway and includes proof that the prize has been paid out. It also provides transparency by showing a history of all previous giveaways of any social profile of Lens. It can be used by any social platform built with Lens, either by integrating it as a module or by using our external platform of Lens Raffle, of which we'll give a short demo now. So here you can see the Lens Raffle platform. You can simply search for a profile handle, for example, Lens protocol. And we found the profile, and then we can simply enter the amount of Matic test tokens right now we want to give away. So let's give away Pi test tokens. So here we have to confirm the amount using MetaMask, and then you can see the raffle is now ongoing. So here we have all the 18 followers of Lens protocol right now. And what's happening right now is that we'll choose randomly one of those followers with equal chance who's going to be the lucky winner receiving those Matic test tokens. So for this, we used Lens, of course, for, since it's a module that can be used by any dApp built on top of Lens, and also integrating it as a module. And since it's very important in our case to have a verifiable random function, we've used Chainlink, since especially for giveaways with high prices, we want to make sure that it's not just pseudo-randomness. As you can see, we also store a history of all past giveaways, including the winner and the amount of how much Matic they won. So for this, we've used Polygon. Since currently the transactions take really long, we've prepared a finished raffle. So here, the winner is determined. And as you can see, it's been chosen to be one of those followers. In this case, it was actually me. So we'll do another giveaway later today. So if you want to receive some Matic test tokens, you will have the chance by just following the Lens protocol profile. So you don't have to go back to the faucet for your next hackathon project. So we've got a lot planned for the future and additional features for Lens Raffle. First of all, we want to add support for NFT prices, because here the options are really limitless. Creators can give away tickets for events or special community NFTs, such as access to token-gated communities, or also just fan art or autographs. So here also some fans who created some fan arts will have the ability to do raffles of fan art to followers of another profile. Also, we want to support entering raffles not only by following, but also by liking, commenting, or sharing content. In addition, we want to add the ability to do non-uniform distributions. For example, that followers who've been there from the really start, from the early beginning, have much higher chances of winning a giveaway, which is a great incentive to follow new profiles really early, and also increasing chances based on engagements with your publications, since this is something creators really want to have. So thanks a lot for the hackathon. And if you want to integrate the Lens Raffle module in your dApp, please reach out to us on Twitter. We'd really be excited to have one of you who's presented today to integrate our module. Thanks a lot.
Awesome. This is such a simple and cool utility that we see behaviors of everyone in all social platforms. So being able to sort of provably do this thing is, can't wait for this to be the standard. This is great. Congratulations. All right. So that concludes all 12 of our finalist demos. So I want to, again, quickly thank Mad Finance, Lenster, Private AI, Iris, 0xRig, Lens Collect, Aura Reputation, Lens Raffle, Sapana, Hashchat, Silly, and Write Together. It was just amazing to see all these demos, not only live, but just all together working. And so many of them are ready and also immediately usable by all of you by just heading over to their websites. And the part that I like the most about this event is that we are actually kind of addressing common criticisms and problems that we've seen from existing media platforms. And the fact that not only can we do that as a prototype or make it even ready for production in just a week, just to see if the idea works or if this is even possible, is just still blows my mind. And I can't wait for people to spend a lot more time here to really polish up and make everything really great. And this is going to be awesome. It's absolutely incredible. So congrats again to all 12 of these teams. And for all of you who have been waiting a lot for this, let's jump right into all the prizes. So without further ado, I'm going to list every prize that everybody has won, and then logistics on what happens next. All right, so the first and the most important one I want to cover is the Lens category of prizes. So there are a lot of winners for the first track, which is about the best front ends. Lenster wins $25,000 for the first place. Iris and Zilly are tied for the second place, and they're not going to split the 10,000 equally. And then Write Together is going to take $5K as the third place winner for the best front end on Lens. Congratulations to all of those demos. Then we have a lot of category specific prizes. Each of these teams are going to be receiving $12.50 each. So for audio category, B Tracks wins that prize. Curation goes to Write Together. Matchmaking goes to VMatch. Social gaming goes to Hypercoin. Commerce category prize winner is e-commerce reinvented. The monetization for creators goes to Super Cool Streaming Room, and composable content category winner is MemeDAO, and moderation goes to the Travel Nico. Congratulations to all those teams. And then we have the modules winners. So the follow module prize goes to the Patreon, who will be taking away $5K. The reference module prize winner is Aura Reputation with $5,000 as well. And then collect module category winners are Lens Collect Auctions, receiving $7,000, and the runner-up is Regenerative Lens for $3,000. Congratulations to all those track two winners. And then we have track 3 for tooling. So Bat Connect wins the migrator to the Web2 Vampire Attack prize for $5,000. Metacomics receives the best marketplace on Lens for $5,000. Most creative use of ML goes to Private AI. Lens DAO scores gets the best DAO tooling category, tooling winner, and Sipana wins the best explorer $5,000 prize. So congratulations again to all of these track 3 winners. And then we have another splitting category of promising seedlings. So Screen, VMatch, and Hackerverse will be splitting $5,000 equally for this category. Then we have LivePeer. So Iris wins the Best Video Creator Social Platform prize for $4,000. Socially wins the Best Video Streaming Social Platform for $4,000, and LensTube will take away $4,000 as well for the Best Short Form Video Social Platform prize. Congratulations to all 3 of you, these projects. And then LivePeer is also doing $4,000 for a pool prize. So Ali, 0x Rig, Pet Life, VMatch, Avid StreamX, VidGrow, and Fungibles are going to equally split this $4,000, so they'll all get $500 each. Then we have the Polygon Studio winner. So Iris takes, again, $5,000 for the best social media dApp built on Polygon. Lens Profile wins $3,000 for the best app on Web3 identity category. And Ansley Report receives the $3,000 prize for the best implementation of Polygon Infinity design in a dApp. And then each of these projects are going to receive $1,000 each for the best 5 dApps built on Polygon. So NFT Curator, Avid, QSocial, Polydogs, and Wigleaf. Congratulations to all of these teams. And then we have the Lit Protocol winner, which is HashChat. They'll be taking away $4,000 for the best private data solution on Lens, integrating Lit Protocol. And Mad Finance will take home $1,000 for the best new subgraph from the graph. So congratulations to Mad Finance. And then these 5 projects are going to receive $1,000 in link tokens for the best integrations of Chainlink. So that's MemeDAO, Regenerative Lens, Artemis, Hypercoin, and Lens Raffle. And then LitChat will also take $1,000 for the best social app that uses Lens and Ceramic. So congratulations to LitChat. And we have 2 winners for Toucan. So Regenerative Lens wins $2,500 for the first place of building a tool that leverages Lens and brings on carbon markets on chain, and Lens Mandala will receive $1,000 for the second place prize. So I know it was a lot. We just kind of threw everything at you, but don't worry if you didn't get a chance to kind of read or see through everything. There's a lot of ways we're going to communicate this thing. You can go back and scroll back on this video and pause. We're going to put this out on email and on Discord, and there will be ample opportunities to figure out who won what. And then very soon you'll be able to see your prize on your showcase page as well. So you can just head over to showcase.eatglobal.com and find your own project, and you'll see what prizes you've won very soon. In terms of logistics for prize delivery, all of these prizes are tentative and not final, which means we will be verifying everybody's code base to ensure that everything was indeed done over the course of the hackathon before sending any prizes. So this list can change, and the prize distribution will happen on or by the 10th of April. That gives us enough time to review and understand everything, collect all the information we need from everybody, whether it's your address or any other identifier to make sure the delivery is smooth. And then we'll be executing them in batches. So please be patient. And the next 2 weeks is the window where we'll be processing everything. And on top of that, for any pool price category, they are based on meaningful integration of a given protocol and not just simply importing or referencing something in a small fashion. So if you apply for a pool price and you didn't see it, it's because it was deemed not meaningful. And we will not be able to dispute them this time around. But if you have any questions, you can ping us on Discord or email. All right, that concludes all the things we wanted to do about the finalists and our prizes. So hope a lot of you are excited about what you've won, and we'll be communicating all of this thing to everybody in multiple ways. But before we kind of wrap up this event, I want to kind of take a minute and thank a lot of people that made all of this possible, starting off with kind of all these incredible groups of people, whether it's our judges, mentors, volunteers, speakers, and sponsors. And of course, you as hackers. So all these amazing judges and mentors were there to kind of help give feedback and unblock a lot of you in just making sure that your projects are done the way you wanted them to. And I can't thank all of these people enough for the time and dedication and effort they put in. Similarly, we had an amazing summit and so many talks and workshops. I want to thank all of our speakers for giving us the time and sharing everything about what they're excited about in this space. And of course, our sponsors and our ecosystem partners. There's so many here that were there helping out behind the scenes, as well as directly on Discord and just chatting with everybody, whether it's giving feedback or helping answer questions, technical or otherwise, to really make sure that you are successful in building what you wanted to build. Also, a lot of this goes behind the scenes. We're trying to coordinate so many things in parallel with hundreds of people from so many different countries. And without the help of these volunteers, we would not be able to run everything as smoothly as we were able to. So I want to thank all of our volunteers as well. And I also want to give a shout out to the Global team. So a big thank you to Kevin Cree, Huichi, Minnie, Anna, Moaz, Luke, Emily, Andrew, Jacob, and Liam for kind of doing all the work behind the scenes so that you have a wonderful and smooth and easy and enjoyable experience for this entire event. And of course, you as hackers. So thank you so much for taking the time and spending all this time building something that you're passionate about and you're excited about. And not only just trying a brand new protocol for the first time and seeing what the actual possibilities are, but really blending that with solving problems that we actually are super aware of and we are striving to come up with a solution for. So thanks again. And I know we kind of call everybody here a finalist, and we brought on 12 teams. So we kind of heard about all the partner prizes that everybody won, but we want to also point out that there are 12 other teams here that just kind of came on, and we kind of call them finalists because we really want these events to be a way for us to highlight and showcase things that everybody is excited about, and we particularly are excited about. So we call them finalists because we really don't want this team to behave like a competition. So we don't try to have a notion of first, second, third. Effectively, from here, all these 12 teams came in first, and they have officially kind of won LFGrow. So as part of their prize for being a finalist, every team member on each of these teams will be receiving $1,500 as USDC from the ETH Global team. And I want to kind of give a big congratulations to all of our finalists here that came on and presented their demos live, and everything worked out. And they're going to continue to also build all these incredible applications further, so everybody else can also use them. And not just that, we're also doing something cool for this event, which is anybody who submitted a project for this hackathon will be receiving a Lens LFGrow shirt. So any hacker that is successfully submitted, it's okay if you didn't present live or you just selected, opted in for a sponsor prize selection only. If you submitted a project, you are qualified for this thing, and all you have to do as a hacker now, you just head over to swag.ethglobal.com, click on the Lens shirt, and you put in your email, and you'll be able to get that delivered to you in the next couple of weeks. So enjoy. We'll follow up with an email too, because not everybody is watching this. And this is something fun we can obviously do for everybody. And I want a big shout out to the Lens team for designing this and coming with this really cool shirt concept. And just because we get this question all the time, we made sure to point this out. Everybody will be also getting a POAP, whether it's for being an engaging member on this live stream now, or our summit, or being a hacker, or being a judge, or a speaker. We'll be sending you an email that will contain a link to specifically your unique POAP. So please be patient. It takes time to kind of get all that information right, generate, and do all these things. So you will hear back by mid next week on all these things. So with that, we are ready to wrap up LFGrow. I hope all of you had fun over the last 2 weeks, and we certainly did, and we can't wait to see what all of you do next. And before we sign off, this wouldn't be an ETH Global event without us talking about what's next. So we're super excited to announce that our next hackathon will be 2 weeks from now, called DAO Hacks. It will be a weekend hackathon, so it goes from Friday, the 8th to the 10th of April. And you can head over and kind of build cool things that you're excited about for DAOs, whether it's new ways to think about and create DAOs, to just a lot of tooling on DAOs and how we can efficiently communicate and coordinate things at scale. We're super excited to see what everybody builds for this event. And we're excited to kind of see a lot of you again in a couple of weeks. So if you're interested in building cool things for and with DAOs, this is the event, and you can head over to dao.ethglobal.com. So with that, thank you so much for taking the time and being part of this event. And we are ready to sign off. Take care, everybody, and we'll see you in 2 weeks. Bye-bye.